Okay. Hey guys, my name is Nova. Welcome to my channel. Um, if you're wondering about my face mask, please read my description. That will give you enough information as to why I am wearing a face mask. And will continue until I feel safe enough not to. So yes, this channel is just going to be an introduction channel. This video is going to be an introduction video, and just giving you a brief history. I grew up in a foster system. I aged out at 21 years old. I am currently in New York. Unfortunately, I am in New York. Because of the upbringing, when other people share their experiences being in the foster system, it's going to be different. There might be some similarities, but 9 times out of 10 there will be differences. In my experience, I aged out of the foster system, and I did not have any life skills. Unfortunately, the homes that I was in, they weren't good. You know, it's just the reality. They weren't good. It seemed like they were there for a check. So I was not lucky enough to get into a good foster home. Both of my parents throughout the foster care system, except for my mother, my father was around, but he was physically there, but not emotionally. So even though, yes, my father was around, and at some point my mother was around, they weren't really there in a way that I needed them to be there. So eventually, they did lose their rights. I do have siblings. Some of them I know of, some of them I do not. And yeah, some of them I met, some of them I didn't. I don't currently have a relationship with my parents, so right now I'm in New York. I don't have any support, which pretty much adds to the difficulty as far as the experiences I've had and is currently having. So yeah, aged out at 21, didn't have any life skills. Life has become my teacher. My life has been my teacher. Unfortunately, I feel like no kid should ever, growing up, no kid should ever be put in a position to have to learn things certain things on their own. This world is pretty cold. Unfortunately, the people in it can be extremely cold. And if you don't, in my case, I had to learn, if I don't learn to wisen up quickly, I'm going to end up continuing to repeat the process. Thank God that there are certain situations, even though I have been in a lot of horrible positions, but thank God it could have been worse and it wasn't. So thank God that it wasn't worse than thank God worse did not happen. Just put it that way. So I tried to look at things on the bright side in spite of the experiences I had. It is extremely difficult, but I try to pretty much think of this is going on, but this could have happened, So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The aging out of the foster system, I did not have any life skills, so it's a lot of basic things that I did not know how to do. I had to learn, unfortunately, on my own. So I hope that, and I'm still learning, okay? So I hope that y'all keep that in mind when I do share my experiences and any experiences I might have in the future, whether good or bad. I hope that y'all keep that in mind. This is why I'm sharing, just giving you a bit of some history, so that This is something that you can, okay, this is happening because of this. You know, you're able to piece it together. Either way, I'm not here to convince anyone, you know, to look at things in a certain light. I know that the people who are actually for me, they're going to be able to do that. But I do hope that this channel brings people who needs it some type of inspiration. Hopefully they can learn from my experiences. That's really what I'm hoping. Please, if you can learn from my experiences, please do that. Yeah, so I mean, as an adult, yeah, I went through a lot of difficulties as far as housing, as far as relationships, of course. It was a lot. At some point I did go to college. Actually, I went to college maybe like a year after high school. But in spite of that, it still has been extremely difficult. I was the type of person who I was the type of person that felt like I felt like I could do it all on my own. It is not because I wanted to, it's because I have been conditioned to think that based on the experiences I had growing up. I felt like I had no other choice. I was pretty much, even though I'm not the oldest, I still felt like I had to be like Mama Bear. I was the type of person who was more quick to stand up for other people than I was for myself. And I didn't realize that I was conditioning myself. I was conditioning myself to believe that I don't deserve as good as these people, those that I was standing up for, basically. You know, yeah, it's a lot that I had to learn about myself after the last relationship that I had, which was an abusive relationship. I had to learn. That pretty much put me in a position where I had to take a break and figure things out, because I did not want to continue to repeat the process. I had to figure out, why am I repeating these patterns? Like, what the heck is going on? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, so that's pretty much where I am at. Sorry if I keep looking to the side. I am in a parking lot, a business's parking lot. Not going to specify which one, but yeah, I just need to make sure that I'm keeping aware of my surroundings. That's one of the things that I realized I had to be aware of. Being homeless, living in my car, I had to make sure that I'm keeping aware of my surroundings. So I'm just off to the side, like in a cut somewhat, so that I am hidden, as hidden as I can be. But yeah, so I'm trying to make sure that this video doesn't end up as long as, I'm trying to make sure that this video does not end up being too long. But yeah, so I do want to go over the experiences that I will be sharing in future videos, which would be experiences that I had at safe dwellings. When I went to receive help from these safe dwellings, unfortunately I had some poor experiences that I would like to share. Also, what I've experienced I don't want to go into detail about that, but the past abusive relationship. I also want to speak on basically, you know, like anything that I feel like that can be used as a learning experience. That's what I am going to be speaking on. I am in a better position, a little bit better than I was. I'm still going through it, definitely still going through it, but I am in a little bit better of a position. Yes, unfortunately, I do not have any support. I don't remember if I said that earlier, but I don't have any support, which is why it's much more difficult. It's making it harder for me to bounce back. um yeah, it's making it extremely difficult for me to bounce back because I don't have that support. And I noticed that when a person or people in general notice that you don't have support, it's like you become a target, and that's what I'm noticing. So it's pretty frustrating, and it puts me on high alert, and it makes me feel even more anxious in an already unsettling situation. It just puts it puts a lot of pressure on me, pressure that I really don't need, because it's a lot that I'm it's a lot that I have to endure, and I have to put on a brave face, because I have to work, I have to try to make a living, and yet it's like I'm coming across people who seem to enjoy beating others while they're down. I did realize that when I'm in a better position, I do plan on moving out of New York. I have realized that I think that God is trying to show me signs, let me know that it's best that I get out of New York. I really, really do think that that's in my best interest, because a lot of the negative experiences that I had way too many poor experiences in New York. Way too many, unfortunately. And I'm more of I am an introverted person. I mean, depending on who I'm around, I am a mixture of the two, but overall, I like to, I like my me time. I do enjoy my me time. I need to recharge. I need to be able to spend time with myself, be one within my thoughts. That's just how I am. So, I am hoping that with the experiences that I'm sharing, I'm hoping that I also am able to build some type of community. If there's, in future videos, if there's anything that you feel like, if there's anything you want to share, any advice that you want to give it. I'm open to advice. I'm open to constructive criticism. Keep in mind, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just be mindful of that. That definitely goes a long way with me. So if a person's being disrespectful, I tend to pretty much shut down, and I'll stop reading. I won't say, or if I'm in front of that person, I'll just shut down emotionally. So how a person relays their that information is very much a big deal, because I put in the effort to make sure that I am being respectful in my approach, and I would hope that anyone I come into contact with would do the same. But I know expectations is not a good thing, and I can't control what other people do, but I can definitely control what I do, and I would definitely shut that conversation down. I think that's it for this video. This car that I'm currently in, it is a rental, loaner. Excuse me, it's a loaner vehicle. I'm going through a lot with the dealership. Not my car came from, but the make of my car. I'm going through a lot with that dealership. I think maybe in a future video I will express what is going on. But I am very much worried about the outcome of this. Hopefully it doesn't lead to me being in a position where I end up stranded or having to take them to court. But it's definitely it's a lot. But again, I'll make sure that the next video, I don't know what I'm going to be speaking on in that upcoming video. When I do decide to speak on the issues, experiences that I had at those 2 safe dwellings, there will be evidence along with it. I'm learning how to edit videos, so I will definitely have to edit that particular video. But there will be evidence along with it, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to pretty much to watch this video, to listen. And I do hope that if pretty much what I have said so far resonates with you, I hope that you stick around. I really do hope that you stick around. I'm trying to make sure that I am covering everything that I wanted to cover in this video. And I intended to do this video much earlier. I didn't get a chance to do that. It was just so much going on. But now, I decided to do it because this is something that I've been putting off for like over a year. I have intended to do this, but I was never really in a good place emotionally or mentally to be able to pretty much express myself clearly. I was not in that place at all. I'm not saying I'm not saying that now I'm 100% there, but I am in a better place than I was before. And I just figured that I might as well just put it out there. It's never going to be a right time, it seems like, because it just does. So I just figured I might as well just put this video out here. And yeah, I hope that you become part of the family, because yes, I can use some genuine connections. That's pretty much it. So I do hope that I see you in the next video. And I am, Lord have mercy. Yeah, oh Lord. Yeah, I'm in a rental, so it's a nice rental, but I just want my car back. I want my car back. I want my car to be in good condition. I don't want there to be any issues with my car. There shouldn't be any issues with my car. Fortunately, I have realized that I trusted the wrong dealership, or rather say I trusted a dealership. I mean, a lot of people make a lot of there are people who make excuse me. There are people out here who have a lot of bad reviews regarding dealerships. But I don't want to get into that right now as to why I decided to trust this particular dealership. I will go over that in a different video. I do hope that I was clear. I hope that I made myself as clear as possible. And yeah, so I will see y'all in the next video. I'm trying not to cover this up. Lord have mercy. I will see y'all in the next video. All right. Peace.